Are you thinking of making a move to Chicago, or do you already live here in the Chicago area already? In this video, I'm going to share with you the top 5 western suburbs that you might want to consider if you are thinking of moving here to Chicago, but you're not necessarily looking to live in the heart of the city center or the Chicago loop of downtown. Now, I can't tell you enough how great of a city Chicago is. If you haven't visited Chicago, I would highly suggest that you take a visit here because you will become hooked on everything that this city has to offer. From theater shows, fancy restaurants, stylish shops, the food and sports teams, there's something great here for everyone and whatever your taste may be. Most people that visit Chicago can't believe how beautiful and clean the city is compared to like a New York or an LA. And also, people are particularly surprised on how welcoming the Chicago people are. If you need help with directions and you ask someone on the street, most people will go out of their way to help you without hesitation. So the best way to describe Chicago is like it's a large city with many people. And I think there's like maybe 4 million people here, but you get the friendliness and down-to-earth feel from people that you would get from living in the Midwest. Chicago has one of the world's most recognizable and fascinating skylines with the second largest building in the world, the Willis Tower. We also have the John Hancock Building, the Trump International Hotel, and many other stunning and large skyscrapers that overlook the majestic Lake Michigan and Navy Pier, where there's running and biking paths and beautiful beaches. Now, Chicago is so large and has so many neighborhoods and suburbs, and within the city alone, there are over 77 neighborhoods, and there are over 100 plus suburbs that lie to the north, to the west, and to the south of the downtown center of Chicago. So there is a suburb here for everyone that will meet your taste. And you know, it was really hard for me to choose just 5 suburbs to recommend to you because there are so many more than just 5, but I would be here all day if I listed all of them. So maybe in the future, I will make a list of my next top 5 suburbs. And if I don't mention your particular suburb, if you live here in Chicago, don't get upset or come for me. I always get that one person that says in my comments, well, you didn't mention my suburb of such and so. Like I said, I can only do 5 for today's video. And so I'm just going to focus on the top 5 western suburbs based on lifestyle, things to do, housing, and schools. Oh, and just to let you know as a side note, the suburbs that are closer to the city tend to be a little more pricier than the ones further out on the outskirts of the city. So let's start with number 1 on my list, and these are not in any particular order. Number 1 is Oak Park. Oak Park is known as the world's largest village, and it is such a great suburb if you love diversity of people because you will see all kinds of ethnicities that live here. And if you have a love for art and the art scene, I would recommend that you check out Oak Park. Now, Oak Park is located directly west of the city, and it has around 53,000 people. And we have some famous people that were born and raised in Oak Park, like actresses Betty White and Kathy Griffin, the comedian, and even the writer Ernest Hemingway was born here, and his historic home is now the Ernest Hemingway Museum. And Oak Park is also home to the famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright, who is known for his Frank Lloyd Wright homes in town. And if you drive around, you can see all his design influence all throughout the town. And they also have home tours that you can take where you can go inside some of these beautifully designed homes. If you love interior design like I do and you love history about homes, these tours can be a lot of fun. Now, the median sale price of a single family home in Oak Park is around $560,000. And you can find a townhome for a median sale price of $472,000, which makes them a little less expensive, of course, than a single family home. This town has many theaters, music, dance, and fine arts and professionals that live here. And if you go down Harrison Street, they have many boutique galleries, shops, and restaurants. And Oak Park is home to several professional dance and theater companies like the Circle Theater and the Momenta Resident Dance Company of the Academy of Movement and Music. Oak Park is one of the nation's oldest community orchestras, known as the Symphony of Oak Park and River Forest. And River Forest happens to be a neighboring community right next to Oak Park, hence the name. You can also visit the Wonderworks Children Museum, and there are many large parks like Taylor Park, Austin Gardens, or Oak Park Conservatory. Oak Park is a great place to live because it's not far from the city. It's just 7 miles directly west of downtown. So you can take a direct shot on Interstate I-290 and be right in the heart of the city. Oak Park has 2 CTA train lines, the blue and the green line, as well as the Metro train, and the expressway of I-290, which leads directly to the city, is right there. Now, for the schools in Oak Park, there are 11 public schools, and Oak Park has one of the highest concentrations of top-ranked public schools in Illinois. Top-ranked schools would include Horace Mann Elementary School and Oak Park River Forest High School. So if you're looking for a suburb not far from the city with a lot of diversity and culture with an art scene, Oak Park would be your suburb. Okay, so the second suburb on my list is Hinsdale. Hinsdale is located in DuPage County, and it's about 21 miles from downtown Chicago. Hinsdale is like a small village with a total of 18,000 residents. So if you're looking for a welcoming small town feel, Hinsdale is your place. Hinsdale is one of the wealthiest suburbs in Chicago as well as the country. And Hinsdale has some absolutely large, stunning homes with large lots and mansions. So for all of you that love luxury living and you have the money to match, you'll like this suburb. The median sale price of a home in Hinsdale is $1,514,000. And the downtown area of Hinsdale has charming coffee shops and restaurants, farmers markets, and they have community fests and classic car shows in the summer months, and many of the residents love this area. Now, a couple of drawbacks about Hinsdale that I'm sure you picked up on when I mentioned the median sale price of a home here is that it's quite expensive and the cost of living is high here. And I'm sure you can imagine what the property taxes are like here. Expensive. Unlike Oak Park, Hinsdale can lack diversity and there's not much cultural variety. But Hinsdale does have some top-rated schools such as their elementary schools and of course Hinsdale Central High School, which ranks among the top public high schools in the state. This high school has a very rigorous academic program that prepares students for attending some of the top universities and Ivy League universities in the nation. Now, if you work downtown in Chicago and don't want to drive every day to work, you can hop on the Metro train to get you to the city within 28 minutes. In Chicago, we have 2 airports known as O'Hare and Midway, and Hinsdale is just about 20 minutes to both airports. It also has easy access to all the major expressways. All right, the next west suburb on my list is Elmhurst at number 3. Elmhurst has a population of 46,000 and it's located in DuPage County and has a very small town feel. Elmhurst is about 15 miles up from the city of Chicago, which makes it a choice location if you don't want to be far from the city. You can hop on the Metro and be downtown in about 30 minutes. In Elmhurst, you will see a lot of tree-lined streets with beautiful homes with a lot of character. And you'll find that the median sale price of a home is around $652,000. Because Elmhurst is a desirable place to live for families, homes do not stay on the market long here. So if you're gonna make an offer, you don't want to waste any time. There is a downtown area full of intriguing little shops and entertainment and great places to eat in the central business district. And Elmhurst is just about 15 minutes from Oak Brook Mall, which is a large outdoor mall with some of the top brand name stores. And Wilder Park, which overlooks the Wilder Mansion, is in the center of downtown. And you can also find the Elmhurst Art Museum and Lizardo Museum. Elmhurst has a gorgeous university called Elmhurst University on the other side of Wilder Park, and the entire campus is protected as an arboretum that grows 130 different tree species. Downtown Elmhurst is known for the Chicagoland's biggest St. Patrick's Day parades and Memorial Day parade that's been going on since 1918. The schools here in Elmhurst are top tier because of District 205, where you'll find the beautiful York High School, the home of the Dukes. So if you're looking for a quaint town with things to do, great schools, and close proximity to the city, you need to check out Elmhurst. Hey, I want to thank you for tuning into my video today. My name is Cherilyn Williams, a local realtor here in Chicago and in the western suburbs. And I work with many first-time home buyers and all home buyers across the great city of Chicago. And I would love to help you too. Contact me if you're beginning your home search in the area, and let's see how I can assist you. And oh yeah, could you please do me a favor and hit that like button? Comment, share, and subscribe to my channel so this video can get out to other home buyers just like yourself. Not only are you helping me, you're helping them too. I appreciate your support. Okay, so suburb number 4 on my list of best Chicago western suburbs is Naperville. Naperville is located in DuPage and Will counties with a population of 153,000 people. Naperville is a straight drive southwest of the city. It's about a 30-mile drive from Chicago with easy interstate access off of Interstate I-88. Naperville is the 4th largest city in Illinois and is ranked as the wealthiest large city in the Midwest due to its high quality of life, strong job market, and high quality schools. The high cost of living in Naperville is a major factor in its wealth, and you can find the median sale price of a home here is around $629,000. And because it is a very desirable city, homes don't stay on the market long here. In downtown Naperville, there are nice stores, restaurants, and shops, and the gorgeous Riverwalk is a scenic park that has a river that runs through the city with bridges and paths for walking or cycling. You also have Naper Settlement, which is an outdoor history museum that looks like a little town with houses and shops that the American settlers once had. And it's a really great place for kids. Not far is Centennial Beach, where they have a local beach for the hot summers. And you should also check out Moser Tower and Millennium Cherilyn, one of the world's fourth largest carillons, which is basically a bell tower that plays a tune. Naperville is a little more diverse than like a Hinsdale, and you will find people from different ethnic backgrounds here. Now, the schools here serve districts 203 and 204, and the schools are excellent and are ranked in the top in Illinois and the nation. Naperville has 5 major high schools, and yep, I said 5, and they are all top ranked. Naperville's largest employer is Edwards Hospital with 4,500 employees. You can use the Metro to head downtown Chicago for work, and Naperville also has an Amtrak station too. All right, so for my last and final suburb, it would be Schaumburg. Schaumburg is located in part Cook and DuPage counties, and the population is 78,000 people. Schaumburg is around 26 miles northwest of downtown Chicago and just 10 miles from one of the major airports O'Hare. Schaumburg is a bustling and busy city with a large Woodfield Mall, the streets of Woodfield, and so many restaurants with stores surrounding it that it almost feels like its own major city. The median sale price of a home here is $342,000, so it's a little more reasonable than some of the other suburbs I mentioned, and it's a very desirable place to live due to its close proximity to Chicago and the major highways and the airport. And there's always something going on in Schaumburg if you like to be on the go and stay busy. Certain neighborhoods are known for being more expensive, and you can find luxury homes and non-luxury homes, so there is variety. The education system is superb, with many schools receiving Blue Ribbon Awards. In Schaumburg, you will find diversity among the residents from all over the world. For things to do, you can visit the Athenaeum International Sculpture Park, where you can walk around and you can enjoy the artsy sculptures. There's also the Schaumburg Boomers Baseball Stadium, where you can catch a baseball game. There's also the Spring Valley Nature Center, where you can experience winding trails that lead you through meadows and forests, which can be a peaceful escape with your family. So in Schaumburg, you will find so many things to do. Okay, so this includes my list of some of the best top 5 western suburbs of Chicago. And there are so many more suburbs that are awesome because Chicago is just a big city. But I would encourage you to check these 5 burbs out if you are thinking of moving to the area. And if you need help finding a home in Chicago, reach out to me. My information is in the description. And as always, thank you for watching.